Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a clip where a fat activist says it's fine to reject somebody because of their height. But don't you dare reject me because of my weight. We're also going to be taking a look at a bonus clip. Before we proceed, please click the like button so that I may apply comb to mustache.
A short guy, it's a preference. If a guy doesn't want to date a girl that's overweight, he's in.
Okay, so he's talking about it's a preference. If you don't want to date a short guy, it's a preference. If a guy doesn't want to date a woman who's overweight, it is also a preference. But you call him an a-hole.
Before I say anything, I want to make it abundantly clear that fat women are not here begging y'all who are unattracted to us to date us. That is not what we want. But
Okay, you are not begging us to date you, got it?
by all means, only date who you're attracted to.
By all means, only date who you're attracted to. Okay, thank you.
Let's not pretend those are the same things. Women may have a preference for tall guys, but that is rarely a deal breaker, whereas a woman's weight is. Sure.
Women may have a preference for tall guys, but that's rarely a deal breaker, whereas a woman's weight is. Okay. And that makes rejecting somebody because of their weight in the same league as rejecting somebody because of their height? Well, I don't know. One of these things you have control over. It doesn't matter if something is a deal breaker or not.
Would it be nice to date a guy who's over 6 feet and conventionally attractive and this, that, the other? Yeah, sure, it would be nice. But most women I know, while they would like that, often date people who do not fall into those categories.
Okay. A woman dating a dude who is shorter than she would like is not really the same as a guy dating a woman who is morbidly obese. Comparing height to weight isn't valid. It would be more accurate to compare somebody who is obese to a smoker or someone with an alcohol problem. Signing on to a relationship with somebody who is not as tall as you would like is not the same as signing on to a relationship with somebody that has addiction problems. But of course, they say obesity is genetic, so to them it is akin to height. I didn't do any of this. Which is completely ridiculous. Like, if you judge somebody based on their height, you're a moron anyway, because that's completely out of their control. Whereas judging somebody based on their physique, well, that kind of is in their control. I'm not saying you should or should not judge somebody based off of their physique, but people do. It's not like you can work out harder and get taller or something, right? Like, look at that short idiot. What a lazy ass. Like, what? Dude, look how short this dude is. Stop being so lazy, bro. Go to the gym. Damn. You're just gonna live your whole life being short like that, stupid? What? Did you ever consider being born to taller parents? Stupid. God, I gotta teach you guys everything.
And they're fine with it because they see men as human beings.
Oh, women will date a shorter man because they see men as human beings. Oh, we don't see women as human beings if we want to date somebody that's not morbidly obese, which is entirely within your control. Oh, okay. Oh, man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being such a superficial scumbag, dude. I just wasn't seeing people as human beings, which is why I expected the person that I'm going to be with to take a decent amount of care of themselves. No, I just don't see you as a human being. That's what the hell that is. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry for being so patriarchal. I can't take me anywhere. We see you guys as human beings. That's why we don't want to date your short ass. Stupid, dang. Come on. You just see us as objects, though, which is why you want us to take good care of our physical form, which is completely within our control. Superficial, patriarchal.
And see them as more than the attributes that they're attracted to.
Oh, goodness. Oh, yeah, they see them as more than the attributes they're attracted to. Oh, I know. I know. You're so deep, bro. Not like the rest of you plebs. I don't just see people for their physical form, okay? Although I would prefer a man who is conventionally attractive and over 6 feet tall, let's be real. But, unlike the rest of you, I don't judge people based on their physical form. Oh, I'm sorry, enlightened master. Please teach the rest of us how to live in a world of peace and harmony where we don't judge people based on their physical appearance.
Which is not the case for men.
I know, all men, every single one of us. Every single one of us is a superficial piece of garbage, you got it.
Fat women aren't even considered. We're not even on their radar. They don't even, see us.
I think they see you. Sorry about that. Trying to keep it classy around here. Let me just slowly drink from this coffee cup and then I'll look classy again. Man, really makes you think about deep shit, huh? Words.
And I want to make it so clear, this is not me saying, oh, woe is me,
This isn't you saying, oh, woe is me. Why won't these men date me? I only date men that are like at least 7 feet tall. So, I don't know, man. Personally, if you can't palm a basketball, I ain't even dating you.
Wish that these guys who have all these standards would just get rid of them and date me. No, I'm fine.
Well, like I said, it's not really valid to compare height to weight. One of these things is within your control. Like I also said, it's way more valid to compare obesity to smoking or alcoholism. Would you get with somebody that has an alcohol problem and you could see the alcohol problem from the very first time you hang out? The very first time you hang out with this person, you go to a bar, they get sloppy drunk and make a fool of themselves. Are we going on date number 2? I don't know. You show up to the date and he smells like a freaking ashtray because he smokes like crazy. He's sucking them down one after the other. You stay with that guy? I don't know. You show up to the date and somebody was born shorter than you expected. Are you going to put up with that? No, they're not really comparable. I'm not saying that you have to date somebody who is short.
Not being acknowledged by all. But don't pretend they're the same.
Don't you pretend that they're the same, okay? One of those is within our control and the other is not. It's fine to have a preference either way, though. You don't have to date somebody that's outside of your preference just because it's outside of their control either. You don't have to date the short guy. You don't have to date the fat person. You can date whoever the hell you want. But to compare the two is very moronic. If you could diet and exercise your way to height, I don't think we'd have many short people on this planet. I think every single short dude would be out there lifting. He'd be like, dude, crap. I gotta gain like 4 inches of height before my wedding so I look good in the pictures. Dude, Dave, you're looking a little short there. Did you stop lifting, bro? Oh my God, you're withering away, dude. You're down to like 5'3", bro. You better go hit the gym. Now we're gonna take a look at a bonus clip.
Had this realization recently that the way that skinny people talk to fat people is essentially the way that rich people talk to poor people.
Okay. Do rich people talk down to poor people sometimes because they think that they are less than them? Okay, dum-dum, let me just go ahead and show you the way. Is that what rich people do? I've never had a rich person take me under their wing. I would love it if they did, though. If you're rich and you have a wing to take me under and you can show me the ropes of how to be rich as well, I'm all ears, baby. Listen, dum-dum, I know that you're stupid here. Pat you on the head. Here's how you make money. Come here. All right, dude, I'm listening. I'm listening to that conversation.
Like, why don't you just pull yourself up by your bootstraps and lose some weight? If you
That's what I've been saying. Pull yourself up from your bootstraps.
want to be rich, have you tried not buying avocado toast and Starbucks?
If you want to be rich, have you tried not buying avocado toast and Starbucks? How expensive is the avocado toast that you're buying? And who accused you of buying avocado toast? I'm not saying that you wouldn't, I'm just saying. I don't know if I've ever heard a rich person recommend not buying stuff as a way to get rich. You know how I got rich? I didn't buy some Starbucks. Hell yeah. All the pieces just kind of fell together after that.
If you want to be skinny, have you tried not buying ice cream and Big Mac?
I have tried not buying ice cream and Big Mac, and it didn't help. Actually, that's good advice. When you're trying to be skinny, there are things that you should definitely not eat. Ice cream and Big Mac would be among them. So thin people talk down to you because they assume that you don't know anything about weight loss. It's not nice of them to talk down to you, but I have no idea why they would assume you don't know anything about weight loss. That's weird. Alright, so she's saying that thin people talk down to her in the same manner that rich people talk down to poor people. Which I still haven't seen. I've never had a rich person come up and be like, yo, you want to be rich like me? Don't buy avocado toast and Starbucks. And then I'm like, what? How did you know I've been spending thousands of dollars a week on avocado toast? Have you been following me? How did you know that I spend hundreds of dollars per day on Starbucks? I could save like $5,000 a week if I cut these two things out. You might be onto something. Okay, this makes sense. How did you know that my entire life was in shambles because of my addiction to avocado toast and Starbucks? Dude, how did you know? Dude, your home business would already be thriving by now. If you'd stop screwing around with all that avocado toast, idiot. I'm over here running a successful business. This guy's over here eating avocado toast. What are you doing? And Starbucks. Washing it down with Starbucks. You'll never be a success that way, my friend. When I ditched the avocado toast and Starbucks habit, that's when my career really took off. Sorry, this joke's just gonna keep going. How many jokes can he make about Starbucks and avocado toast?
I'm skinny because I work hard and I earned it.
You're implying that they didn't, is what this is. I'm skinny because I worked hard and earned it. You're implying that they didn't work hard and they didn't earn it. The skinny fairy came along and tapped them with her magical wand, and that's why they're skinny. And I'm fat because I'm just unlucky.
Ignore the fact that I've always been skinny and that both of my parents are skinny and all of my extended family is skinny.
Do you ever wonder why skinny parents have skinny children? If I eat healthy and exercise, do you think that I would feed my kids a bunch of highly processed, addictive garbage? Maybe that's why I have skinny children. You know that my kids are skinny too, right? And it ain't genetics. Obese people have obese children because they teach them to eat the same way that they do. Obviously, I can't teach you what I don't know, right? And by the way, my family was not healthy growing up. They were morons. I had to figure this stuff out later on my own once I left.
I worked for it.
Right, and you're implying that they didn't. Stop.
And obviously, there is a Venn diagram of people who are fat and people who are poor. But you see what I mean?
There is a Venn diagram of people that are fat and people that are poor. Okay, and there's also a positive correlation between IQ and salary. So you can connect the dots there. And that's about all we have time for today. I disagree with all of the aforementioned. I think it's funny the way that they describe weight loss, like, despite the fact that you're skinny, you've always been skinny, your parents are skinny, your extended family is skinny, like that means that it's genetic or something. Have you ever seen a morbidly obese family raise a child that was skinny? I bet you rarely have, because that child eats the same way that they do. It would be impossible for me to maintain my weight if you were filling that freezer with Hot Pockets. If the food that you provided me to eat in our house was garbage, I would become obese too. When your parents are obese and they're the ones going to the store and buying the food, you're gonna be obese too. This is just common sense, man. So like I said before, it's fine to have a preference for whatever you want, but comparing height to weight is invalid because weight is within your control and height is not. Dating somebody who is morbidly obese would be akin to dating anybody else that has an addiction problem. Maybe you don't want to sign on for that. Whereas dating somebody that's short, they're just short. They're just short. Look at Mark over there, dude. Short as hell. Just can't get it together. And I'm sorry if thin people talked down to you in the same manner that rich people talk down to poor people. Maybe they thought you didn't understand weight loss, so they were trying to give you some help. And then you responded like this and acted like weight loss was something that just gets bestowed upon you from the air or it's genetic. Somebody tries to give you some tips on weight loss and you're like, what? Your whole family is skinny, that's why you're thin. And they're just like, okay, I can see why you're still the way that you are. Okay. Please click the like button. 1 like equals 1 mustache coming. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.